Hi, good morning. I want to tell you all about Unpixel Club. My name's Anne and I started Unpixel Club last week. It's for 18 to 30-year-olds to come and just have a nice time together, a nice calm space where you can breathe and connect with others. So it's great for home workers. It's great for people that have just finished uni, have come back. It's great for people that have just moved to Weymouth to find new friends. It's great for people that have just come out of like a relationship, a young relationship. And it's just great for everybody to just be and connect. We're tribal beings. We've always been in tribes and we're all separated nowadays. People are on their phones. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my background. I was a teacher in an international school and my job was to get the young people to speak so they could perfect their English. So as a counsellor in my background, we used to talk about personal development. So we used to talk about who they are, what are their dreams, how can they work towards their dreams and set goals. We would look at boundaries where they're protecting their mind, their money, their body, their hearts, their friendship groups, where they're protecting their family and their values for the future, and how they would invest in their future and things to put into their life to make them more motivated and more successful, just finding the right strategy. So they would all say, they were all between 15 and 18, the young people that I used to teach, and they would all say, and this is all over the world the young people came from, that they lived in three worlds. And this was bizarre. The first world was where they were at home and they were safe with their parents. And then the second world was when they were at school and under that conforming control. And the third space was if all went wrong, they'd just commit suicide. And suicide was never even spoken out loud when we were young, but it was just a general conversation with the young people. And they talked about anxiety and, that how hard it was to find friends. Like when we had a break, they would just go away and go onto their phones. But like, yourself, when you're with people and the phone and someone goes on their phone, it's a real insult, isn't it? And we have to protect ourselves from that. So this is one of the reasons that I've started on Pixel Club. I think there's a good reason. I think people are struggling with no friends, unfriendliness, and just disconnection. And there's this huge big stereotype about loneliness that engulfs you and you end up isolating and thinking all these thoughts. And, there's a lot of self-hate involved in that and we make the wrong choices. But that's what the stereotype is. But the real thing is you can be lonely, you can be in connection. You can be walking through our front door and do you know what you'll find? You'll find lovely smiles and lovely people who are just like you that are struggling a bit. And this is just a chapter. This isn't the rest of their life. This is just a chapter. So if you want to spend this chapter making new friends, having a fun, having a giggle, meeting the gang. Last week, it was just wonderful. It was just wonderful. I'd love you to be part of wonderful.